Hey everyone and welcome to the channel. I'm Cheeky and in this video I'm going to break down the basics of the finals as well as some tips and tricks to get you off to the best start possible. So let's get straight into it. So what is the finals? The finals is a free-to-play, fast-paced first-person arena shooter with 3 character classes that you can choose from: light, medium and heavy. And teams in the finals battle it out to bank as much cash as possible to win a match. This is achieved in different ways depending on the game type, so I'll go over that later. Once you lock in a class for a match, you can't change, so do choose that wisely, but you can choose your loadout kind of during the match. You can pick from a reserve, and I'll go through that a bit later as well. So when you first start up the game, you get to choose one of those 3 classes, and then you'll unlock the other classes a bit later by playing a few games. So to help you choose which one would best suit you before you get going, I'm going to break down the basics of the kit of what you start with so you can kind of make the best choice from the 3. So first of all, you got light. So light starts with a silenced submachine gun. They run a bit faster than everyone else. They're smaller, they're harder to hit, but they do have a smaller health pool to go along with that. They have a grappling hook to kind of help them traverse the map really fast. They have breaching charges, so they can place them and set them off when they need to, and a variety of grenades to choose from. So that's the light. Next up is medium. Medium has an assault rifle. They run a bit just about normal speed, not as fast as the light, but they do have a balanced health pool to go along with that. They start off with a healing beam as their ability, which you can just use to help your teammates out when they're in a fight, and a defibrillator as well for instant revives on your down teammates. Plus they can have things like a jump pad, they have mines, and also some grenades they can equip as well. So that's medium, and finally you've got heavy. So heavy has a big machine gun. They do run slower than the others, but they do have a much larger health pool to go along with that. They can equip a choice of mines, they have an RPG, they can put up a barricade, and also some grenades to go with that. Plus they have a really cool charge ability which just causes massive destruction and damage. You can also equip a sledgehammer if you wish, but I wouldn't recommend that when you're first starting out. So now that you know what each kind of class starts with, you can probably make the choice that best suits you and how you like to play first person shooters. So let's get into some other bits. So on the main menu you have a few options to choose from, as well as some currencies, which I will explain first because that's quite important. So first of all you have VRs, and these are used to unlock items, weapons and abilities for your classes, and that's just earned by playing matches. That's really important to know that. And then you have multi-bucks. These are purely for cosmetic items, to style your loadouts and put a bit of flair on your character builds. They can be purchased for real world money if you wish. I believe you can also earn them in the premium battle pass as well. So if you pay for the battle pass, I believe you can earn premium currency through that as well. So speaking of loadouts, let's get into the contestants menu, and this is where you can edit your look, your weapons and your abilities. So each loadout consists of the kit that you start the match with. That's what you see on the left of the screen. Plus you can have a selection of items and weapons that you can swap to and from freely during the match, if you're playing quick play. That's something, if you feel like, I need to mix it up a bit, you've got those reserve, which is called. You can pick your different items, different weapons from there if you need to mix it up a bit. It's important to note that you can't change your main ability. You can only change weapons and items. Of course, you can't change loadout, as I said already. There's also a practice range, which you can load up in, test your different weapons, gadgets and abilities in there, see what kind of feels best and fits your play style. Now you're all set up, it's time to jump into a game. For beginners, the first game type you play is called Quick Cash. In this game mode, 3 teams of 3 fight over one $10,000 crate at a time and need to cash out the money by banking it into a machine. A cash out is basically like a slow process of banking the money, and during the time that you wait for a cash out, other teams can take control of it by interacting with the machine. You'll know this is happening because there'll be an alarm sound that goes off, which I can play for you now. The team in control of the machine when the timer ends gets the cash out of $10,000. The score at the top left shows how much teams have cashed out already, as well as the current cash out progress, and how that will result should it stay that way. And the first team to reach $20,000 wins, and players have unlimited respawns in this game mode. The next game mode is called Bank It. Here, 4 teams of 3 go around collecting money on their person and try to go around the map and deposit that in machines. You leave a visible trail behind you in this game mode, which actually gets longer the more money you have on you. So running around with a lot of money in your pocket can be a bad idea. When someone is eliminated, they drop all the money they had on the floor, which can be collected by other players. You can also collect money from the random spawns of cash crates by activating them and waiting for them to crack open. The score is in the top left, and this shows how much has been banked in the team's color and how much a team is carrying on their person in white. So keep an eye on the teams who may be walking around with a lot of moolah. In Bank It, the first team to bank $40,000, or the team with the most cash banked when the time is up, wins. And players also have unlimited respawns in this game mode. Finally, there are tournaments. In tournaments, you play a similar rule set to Quick Cash, where you fight over cash out machines. The differences are you earn cash from eliminations as well, you have a limited number of respawns, and you can't change items from your reserve. So do set up your loadouts how you want them exactly before you go in. Finally, if your whole team does get wiped at the same time, you also lose cash when that happens. If you place first or second in a round in a tournament, you proceed to the next round until you're in the finals. In the finals, 2 teams go head to head to be the first to $20,000 cashed in and win the tournament. The last thing I'll mention is there's a variety of random events that can happen to spice up a match. I won't spoil the surprise, but they can be pretty interesting. Also, did you know you could do this? Whee! That's just some useless fact for you there. So, this is the finals. I'm really enjoying playing it. It's a combination of like fast action, destruction, ridiculous abilities that somehow creates like a really good first-person shooter that's surely gonna have a bright future. Yes, it's got some like cheesy strategies that can be annoying to play against, but you know, like what game doesn't? If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a like and a comment. It really does help. And if you want to see more videos on the finals, hit that subscribe button so you get notified when a new video drops. Thanks so much for watching. You've been amazing, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace. Did they just steal it? Do not steal my money. What in the actual... An invisible person shot me in the back. Is that fair? I don't know. Is it? I'm not sure. Oh my god, there's like turrets and everything. How am I supposed to deal with that? I suppose I could do this. And get shot in the back while I do it.